Halloween makeup look because it's Halloween, like Sunday night that you're probably gonna watch this. Sorry, I needed some coffee this morning. I thought it was probably like I'm posting this on Halloween, so you're probably gonna watch it at night. So didn't want to save the best for last. So this is not the best. We are going to be doing a costume inspired by Selena Gomez in Wizards of Waverly Place, Alex's character. It's like something that really stuck with me, oddly enough. In one of the Halloween episodes, I don't even remember which one, she just literally walks around in this t-shirt that says costume. So I'm just gonna be doing a regular makeup look, and then we'll do like make the little costume at the end, and you'll see. So you're gonna have to like hold tight for that one. Also, it's freezing outside, so the furnace is gonna turn on and off throughout the video. Normally, or lately, I've been turning it off while filming and then turning it back on, but this is gonna take me like over an hour, and it's like 7:30 in the morning, so it's cold. So it'll turn back on and off. You guys said that the noise wasn't so bad in the spring. The only thing is that it scares me when it turns on because the ceiling tiles, the person that did the ceiling in this basement, measured just the teeniest bit off, so it like kind of is loud, but I'll just cut that out. It's fine. It just scares me when I'm doing ASMR. Anyways, we're gonna prime with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. Oh no, I'm actually gonna go in with the Revolution one first. Sorry, got my head in the gutter. Revolution Mattifying Primer first, and then the e.l.f. one. I'm running out. That wasn't very ASMR friendly, but I don't care. I need the primer. Because I'm probably just gonna wear this makeup look all day because it's gonna be like a calm makeup look. It's a thing. It'll come together. It'll make sense. I also figured that this would be nicer to like watch in November. Just thinking ahead. Okay, now back in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. Okay, priming it up. So how was October for you guys? What are you doing on Halloween? Like, what are you doing tonight? It is a Sunday, so I'm assuming like most people went out last night, like on Saturday. it sounds like a truck or something, like a big truck. There are really big forest fires, like an hour from my place, like where I live, and I'm literally just waiting to be evacuated. Not actually, but like my anxiety is telling me that like any second I'm just gonna have to pack up and leave. But I think they're pretty under control because it's just in the provincial forest. Because although I live in Saskatchewan, which is mythically prairie, there's a lot of forest. I grew up in the forest. And I currently live in the forest, so yeah. I'm still processing what happened with that foundation. Anyways, I'm gonna go into concealer. I'm just gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in Snow and Cream Puff. I'm gonna take Snow first, just under my eyes, and then Cream Puff everywhere else. What's up with me? I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. I set my alarm for 6:30, and then I usually snooze it until 7. But I always set it at 6:30 with the hopes that that's what time I'll start getting out of bed, so I can work out a little bit more. I'm taking like a varied approach to my exercising and that kind of stuff. So I like wake up and stretch, whatever. But anyway, I set my alarm for 6:30, but I don't get up at 6:30. But this morning it went off, and I was like wide awake, like just ready to take on the day. And I'm like so chatty right now, and that's crazy. I don't understand what happened to me. Anyways, we're just gonna blend that concealer out. I also keep moving, so my chair's making a lot of noises, so I'm sorry if I'm like making a lot of cuts in this video. Stay lovely. Anyways, blend. I'm gonna go in with setting powder and set the whole face, even the eyes. I need to get a new beauty blender. I've had this one for almost too long. But I don't know what to do with them. Would I like stop using them? What do you guys do with your old beauty blenders? Help a girl out. I need to get Botox in my forehead to stop these wrinkles. And it's my fault because I'm incredibly expressive. I have a resting bitch face, I know that. But when I'm not resting the bitch face, I am incredibly expressive. And I'm aging myself because of it. Although I still only look like I'm like 18 years old. And I am a whole ass quarter of a century old. I feel like I've been bringing that up a lot. Cute, cute, cute. It's gonna be November. I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. One time I smelled this bronzer on my bronzer collection video and someone commented, "I can't believe you just inhaled all of that talc." Bestie, the talc isn't the worst thing that I've put in my body before. I think we need to chill. Like, I think we have bigger fish to fry than me inhaling some bronzer. But it's fine, I just thought it was funny. I wanted to comment back and be like, I'll do it again, but I didn't want to be rude. Because there's definitely a double standard. As a creator, people can be rude to you, but like the second you're rude back, like, whew, that's just the end of it for you. But that's okay. I took the high road, and now I'm talking about it publicly, so who won in the end here? Okay, bronzer should be good. The one bad thing about it getting colder outside is my skin is starting to just flake. Just starting to dry up. Probably gonna start getting chronic nosebleeds at any second. Any second. One time my sister kicked a soccer ball at me in the middle of winter, hit me straight in the nose, broke a bunch of blood vessels. I had bloody noses frequently, like daily, on more than one a day for like over a month. And I remember I went back to school because I think it was like a week off. We had like a week off. It might have been in February. I went back to school and I just like started having nosebleeds, and like I was in like 3rd grade, and my teacher was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's fine." But this poor man. Anyways, I'm going in with the Melt Sculpt Stack, and I'm gonna go into the light medium contour shade and contour up this mug. I've probably talked about that before because it's like a very important memory to me. The same sister, one time I was pretending to play drums with my cutlery at the kitchen table waiting for supper, and she came up behind me and hugged me, and I jabbed a knife straight up her nose. A butter knife, might I add. Bloody nose everywhere. And this was before the soccer ball incident, so maybe the soccer ball incident was just like our payback. But like, she was older than me, so I don't really know. And it was a genuine accident. Like, I did not intentionally shove a knife up her nose. And luckily enough, it was like the perfect, just up the nostril. She did bleed, but it was fine. And I was pretty young. I was like 4 or 5, so like I didn't really like have the strength to pierce her brain or anything like that. And she did go on to be incredibly smart, graduated top of her class all the time, so maybe I ruined it. Maybe like she was gonna be the next like Einstein, and I took that away from her by shoving a knife up her nose. Accidentally. Okay, it was not on purpose. I'm not violent. Especially at that age, I was just like I was just vibing. But anyways, let's contour the lips and the canoes. Yeah, anyways, that's the violent bloody nose story between me and my sister Ashley. The poor dear. If, believe it or not, we are still quite close. That didn't stop much. I'm having one of those days where I just like want my makeup to be finished. Like, I don't care how it's gonna look. I just want it to be finished, and that isn't the right attitude to be having. So let me tell myself this one's really nice, and I like the way it looks specifically on the nose. Specifically on the nose. I'm not liking the lighting from this angle. It is not my friend. I think it's because I don't have the light on in my, like, the room. I just have my foaming lights on. Because I was like, what's the point? But I think there might have been a point. I think there might have been a point. I can tell that my neck is orange compared to like what it should be. Let's just do blush. I'm just gonna use the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush in Summer Breeze. I don't really know why, it was just the one that was there, and I was kind of like, let's do it. And it makes me feel good because I've hit pan on it, and I'm trying to use up my products. And then I just get like really overwhelmed. Like, am I ever gonna use them up? Because I have so much. So, yeah. So we're gonna blush the cheeks, the tip of the nose, and a little bit on the side. Oh, that was a lot of it. No worries. A little on the chin. And a little up here on the forehead. Cover up that little pimple that I have. And I don't know how I got it. But it's fine. It's actually not like bothering me. It's because I always brush my hair out of my face. That's why, honestly. Anyways, blush is done. Let's just go back in and highlight that nose again. It'll wear off. Don't worry about it. I feel like I've been neglecting the tapping, so I'll give you a little. Okay, I'm gonna just brush out my feel like you guys have missed a little bit with me doing like not my regular makeup on camera for a couple weeks. I apologize. But next week we're back in regular programming, so that was an accident. Blend it out, blend it out. Like making seasonal themed content is fun and all, but as a creator, sometimes, in my personal opinion, there's nothing better than just getting back to the basics, if that makes sense. Like back to like just creating whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There's no like theme. So yeah, that's how I feel. Okay, sorry besties, actually did my eyebrows off camera. There was an incident. No big deal. I literally just used the ABH brow pen in dark brown, medium brown. Okay, and we're gonna move on to eyes, just like that. So I'm actually gonna use the Sculpt stack from Melt. I use this frequently for my eyes. I just besties aren't sure yet. They're not quite sure what's going on, and they'll turn on me eventually. They always do. It just takes so long to get eyelash glue to the. I'm so annoyed. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable because I'm starting to use bad language on YouTube, and I shouldn't do that. It's not how I should portray myself into the world. My mom would be very disappointed. And like rightfully so. Anyways, let's do some mascara. This is the collab mascara. The Works Wow Effect all-in-one. And we're just gonna open one. Like, I feel like this glue is even better just for the quality of my lashes. Because I put mascara on now and I'm like, that doesn't look so bad. Like, why did I used to think that looked bad? I mean, I just clumped it all together, but it didn't look bad before I did that, so. I hate putting on lashes, it just takes so long. Okay, that one went on a little too well. I'm suspicious of this next one. That one did too. What am I doing wrong? What happened? The universe is not this nice to me. Okay, let's do bottom mascara. I'm just gonna use the Sephora Size Me Up on the bottom. I'm nearly out of it, but I like the brush. But I'm not gonna buy it again, but I like the brush, so I've just been using it on the bottom. I'm gonna go